Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful business methodologies ever created, Six Sigma. You know, if you've ever looked at a major company and wondered, how do they get it right almost every single time? Well, you're about to find out. This is the secret sauce.
But first, let me ask you something. What do burnt cookies, a pizza that tastes different every time you order it, and a letter showing up with the wrong name on it, what do they all have in common? Seems kind of random, right?
Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. They all suffer from one single thing: unwanted variation. That's it. In any process, baking, shipping, manufacturing, you name it, variation is the enemy. It's that little gremlin in the system that creates mistakes, wastes money, and, let's be honest, really annoys customers.
And that, right there, is where Six Sigma comes in. At its heart, Six Sigma is basically a full-on, structured battle plan for hunting down and defeating that unwanted variation. It's all about making things consistent, reliable, and totally predictable. So here's the official definition, and the two words you really gotta focus on are disciplined and data-driven. This isn't about gut feelings or what you think might work. It's about using cold, hard data to find the problem and fix it. And why Six Sigma? Well, it's a statistical term, and it basically means your process is so good, so under control, that you only have 3.4 mistakes for every million chances. Think about that. That's pretty close to perfect. Let's make this super clear. Imagine two pizzerias. On the left, you've got chaos. One chef throws on a handful of cheese, the next guy throws on two. You never know what you're gonna get. But on the right, that's a Six Sigma pizzeria. They have exact measurements for everything, so every single pizza comes out tasting exactly the way it's supposed to. The result? Less wasted food, more profit, and happy customers who keep coming back because they trust you. Okay, so consistency is great for pizza. We get it. But why did this idea cause a massive revolution in the business world? This is where we get to the billion-dollar question. Why does this really matter? So the story really kicks off at Motorola back in the 80s. Their CEO, a guy named Bob Galvin, he didn't ask for a little improvement. No, he laid down this incredible challenge, a 10-fold improvement in just 5 years. I mean, a goal that big forces you to completely rethink everything, to throw out the old way of doing things and invent something new. And that new idea started to spread. When the legendary CEO of General Electric, Jack Welch, heard about Six Sigma, this was the number that got his attention. Analysts figured that if GE could reach Six Sigma quality, it could save the company somewhere between $7 and $10 billion. And no, that's not a typo, billion, with a B. But here's the key. GE didn't just succeed because the CEO sent out a memo. Jack Welch made it the absolute mission of the entire company. He tied bonuses to it, he trained everybody, and he built a culture where quality was everyone's personal responsibility. It was a total transformation. This all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? Well, Six Sigma isn't just a philosophy. It's a step-by-step roadmap for making things better. Let's take a look at how that map works. The engine that drives Six Sigma is a 5-step framework called DMAIC. It's super logical. First, you define the problem clearly. Then, you measure how bad it is right now. You analyze all that data to find the real root cause. Then, you improve the process with a smart solution. And finally, and this is crucial, you control it to make sure you don't slip back into the old bad habits. Now, DMAIC is perfect for fixing a process that's already running, but what if you're designing something brand new, like a new product or service? Well, for that, there's a different but related method called DMADV. It's all about building quality in from the very start, and we'll get into that more as we go. So Six Sigma isn't just one thing. It's a whole collection of powerful tools. Think of it like a mechanic's toolkit for business problems. Let's take a quick peek at just a few of the tools you'll learn about. So, you know how a customer might say they want excellent service? I mean, what does that even mean? How do you measure excellent? That's where a tool like the critical to quality tree comes in. It helps you break down that vague idea into things you can actually measure, like calls returned within 1 hour or 99% on-time delivery. All of a sudden, excellent becomes something you can actually aim for. Next up, one of my personal favorites, the Pareto principle. You might know it as the 80-20 rule. The basic idea is that for most things in life, Roughly 80% of your problems come from just 20% of the causes. This tool is all about finding that vital few, the handful of issues that are causing most of the pain, so you can focus all your energy there for the biggest impact. It's about working smarter, not harder. And finally, let's talk about value stream mapping. Imagine you're making a simple hot dog. Does one person get the bun and then hand it to someone else for the hot dog, who then hands it to a third person for the ketchup? Every single one of those handoffs is a chance for a delay or a mistake. A value stream map lets you draw out your entire process step by step so you can see all that waste and just get rid of it. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question. Think about your own work, your own company. Where is the hidden waste? Where are the things that are inconsistent? Where are your burnt cookies? Because somewhere inside that everyday frustration, there's an opportunity to make things better, to save money, and maybe, just maybe, to find that next billion-dollar idea. Welcome to Six Sigma.